Welcome back everyone. Today we have some pretty exciting things that we're going to be doing with the MR2 today. But before we get things started, a total of 28 degrees today. Check that out. 28 degrees. Now why this is so crazy is because last year on this exact same day, it was a total of 12 degrees Celsius. Just hoping for a nice cool day, but 29 degrees, they'll have to do. So before we get today's video started, there's just a quick little thing that I got to do before starting this car. So lately I've been trying to get myself into a little habit where I check the oil levels on the MR2 because, as you guys know, it's leaking pretty bad. So the dipstick on the MR2 is located just here. You got to pull out on a pretty specific way and put it back in a specific way. If you don't, it's kind of hard to get back in. So I like putting my hand through this little gap here, getting up like that, get a clean cloth, wipe it down, and put it back in through this angle here. All right, let's have a look. Looks like we're good, guys. So you can see that it's just a little bit below the full line, right in the middle between low and full, so we're good. So this is obviously something that I will be fixing in the near future. It's pissing me off. I shouldn't have to do this every time I start the MR2. Mark my words, it will be fixed soon, hopefully soon. Now, as the title suggests, we're going to be taking the MR2's Targa tops off and going for a ride in it. I'm going to quickly show you how to actually take the Targa tops off. It's a very simple process. It does take a little bit of time. It's definitely worth it on a nice day like this. Although it is pretty windy, so it's not really very ideal, but sorry about this mess. This is just all my camera shit. Now you can see there's two sunshades right here. It's very easy to get these off. All you need to do is turn that little knob and it'll come off. Kind of just turn this and then, oh boy. You just kind of like turn it and then pull that way. You should be really using two hands for this, but you know. And they can be stored just behind the seat, right there. Usually on a stock MR2, this is just flat and there's no speaker here. In mine, there are speakers here from the previous owner. They're not very good, but you know, I guess they do the job. But you just store them against the back here with this little string. I'll show you. Try to do all this with one hand, and there you go. That's how that's stored. So ideally, we would store the Targa top right behind the seat as well. But because the speaker is there, it prevents us from actually putting it behind the seat. So what I do is just put the bags on that come with the MR2 and chuck them right in the boot. Now, this is not the best thing you should do because it is glass, and in the boot, things tend to move around. So to do this side, this latch right here goes towards the front of the car, and then you pull this lever down. That's it, and then you can lift the whole Targa top off. Hopefully you can hear me. So, the glass, gotta be very careful. Rest it on my shoes, get this bag, kind of just, there we go. And that's how I store them away, just one on top of each other. It doesn't really move around too much, luckily, but I try not to take corners too fast, and I've got the Targa tops in the boot. One little cool thing if you ever take Targa tops off the MR2 is these little wind deflectors. So what these do is they deflect wind away from the cabin rather than inside the cabin and then going behind your back. Just a cool little quirk of the MR2. And just like my fellow YouTuber Danny Z, go check him out. We're gonna get a quick cold start in for you guys. Just a warning, it's not gonna be very good because the car doesn't jump up really high when I turn the key. I don't know why. Oh, please don't have a dead battery. So I've got my hat, my sunnies on, everything ready for the Targa top experience. It's kind of lame, but it's a pretty good feeling having the tops off of the MR2. It is very spacious. You know, it's like deceiving because the car is so tiny, you know. But there you go. Because it's such a hot day, we're gonna go head out and get get a drink. I don't know what drink yet, but let's go get a drink. I'm thirsty as. Oh boy. Actually, before we get things going, we're just gonna stop off at Lachlan's house and pick him up because he's gonna help us film today's video. Here's a quick look at what the MR2 looks like with its Targa tops off. God damn. God damn. Too nice. It really does feel a lot more spacious. I can't really explain it, you gotta experience it. Now, considering the MR2 is such a small car, having the tops off really makes up for it. If you could sum up the MR2 in 10 words or less, what would you say?
10 words or less.
With the Targa tops off. The experience. The goosebumps you get on your arms.
I got to experience it before I sum it up.
What do you mean? You've experienced it plenty of times. Oh, baby. Oh, can you see that? Can you see that? Oh, 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 baby. God damn, that looks good. Can you see it? got my drink, nice and refreshing on a 29 degrees Celsius, 29 degree. Oh my god. Like, we should stop recording in public. Oh my. Smile, fam. What beverage did you get today, Lachlan?
Got a cheeky cappuccino.
Cheeky cappuccino. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me very well because this car is quite loud. As you can see, it's nice and spacious. I don't know, I've said that like a million times, but it feels really good, you know, having the wind just go through your hair. You know, that's really why I wear a hat, because it just messes up my hair.
Maybe it's time to grow your hair out.
Definitely not. It's only really worth it on a nice warm day. If it was a really cold day, it just wouldn't be a pleasant experience. But what I'll do is, I'm gonna just put a GoPro on my head, so you guys will be able to like kind of feel what it's like driving around with the Targa tops off. Okay, so we just filmed a whole entire video, but for some reason, the GoPro footage was absolute trash. It was like, what do you call it, overexposed. You couldn't see any of the road, so we're gonna have to redo this all again. Luckily, it only took us like 5 minutes. I'll be trying to show you guys what it's like driving the MR2 with the Targa tops off. So I've got Lachlan helping me, obviously. Go check out his channel, by the way. We're gonna try to go through some tunnels as well, so you guys can really hear it. A good thing about having Targa tops or any sort of convertible car is that, I'm gonna sit lower, by the way, is that whenever you go through like tunnels or anything, you can hear everything. The echo, it's insane. Unfortunately, I do have this in, so I can't really hear the full echo. Oh shit, that was a bit high. Whoops.
Plus you got the engine right behind your head.
Exactly. Makes for a great experience. We're just around in Brighton, the posh area. Just going through some nice scenic routes, I guess. Try to get all the leaves in and all that fam Campbell. Let's give it a rip. That feels good. I think there's a tunnel down this way. Down this way? Yeah, I'm kind of also going to be doing some unnecessary rev matches through all the stops because it's nice, it's fun. I don't need a rev match, but you know.
Why not?
Exactly. I mean, it's cool when you hear a car go, ring, ring. Unfortunately, it is also a very windy day. Oh, bump. Also, you probably notice me, every time I do a rev match, it's a double clutch rev match because my Synchro in second gear, shit. What was that?
His mirror got knocked off.
His what?
His mirror got knocked off.
Oh shit. Alright, rev matched into first. Damn! That wasn't the smoothest shift, but you know.
It was loud.
It was loud. Fuck. It's also really nice because you can hear the exhaust, all the different kind of sounds it makes, just like the little explosions it makes, little pops every now and then, every time I change gears. It's one of my favorite parts about driving this car. You know, having that $60 exhaust does make a big difference. The pops and bangs. It's very rare that we do get one though, but when we do get one, it's just like, oh.
Feel that grip.
Lots of grip.
Coilovers make a big difference.
They do, they definitely make a big difference. Holy moly. All right, well, I guess you guys can kind of get a feeling of what it's like with these Targa tops. I'm trying to just move my head so you can kind of see what I see in a POV kind of style. But we're gonna go ahead and fill up with some petroleum gasoline because we're running low. And this car does suck fuel. And it only does that because I drive like a dickhead, but you know. So also, a lot of people are curious about what you look like in an MR2 with the tops down. I guess Lachlan can show us. What does this person look like in an MR2?
You look like a gorilla. You look like an overgrown ape.
Okay.
Definitely so.
And over there. Like, how big do I look out of 10?
Pretty big.
I look pretty big?
Yeah.
So I'm obviously a large person, which I've said plenty of times. I'm 6'2". I do look kind of big in the car, but it is nothing compared to what people look like in a Mazda MX-5. Those old things, just you look like a proper gorilla inside a tiny little cage. Yeah, actually, let's compare Lachlan, because Lachlan's a little bit shorter than me. What are you, 6 foot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put Lachlan in the car so you can have it. Alright, so Lachlan is 6 foot, exactly. This is what a 6 foot person looks like in a 1997 MR2. Actually, yeah, you actually don't even look that big in there. There you go, that's a nice shot right there. Alright, so fuel in Australia is around currently $1.50 for 91. I think they have it a little bit different in America, like 87 shit. We only have 91, 95 and 98 octane, also 85, E85.
America's 91 is equivalent to our 98.
Is it?
Yeah, just found that out a few weeks ago.
Interesting. Let's watch my money go on the bin.
Probably like 12?
$1.67 a litre. Not even 12 litres for $20.
Shake that tip, fam.
Always shake the tip after entering the hole. Filling up 2 cars is not fun. It's not ideal. Wow, I only got 291 kilometers on a full tank. That's because I drive like a fucking idiot.
291?
291 kilometers.
Jesus, it's worse than me.
Alright, let's reset that. Yeah, have a look. Set this every time I fill up and you can see 291 Ks. Let's reset this. Analog. Oh baby. I hope you guys got an adequate understanding of how the car feels like with the Targa tops off. Like I said, this is very rare that I actually take them off. Simply because the weather is either just too hot or too cold. Melbourne isn't really consistent with its weather, but when it is good weather, it is really nice to drive with the tops off. Hope that you could really kind of feel what it was like. I don't know if you'll see it or feel it through the GoPro footage. Yeah, if you guys would like more like POV videos on the MR2, definitely let me know. I know that a lot of people do those kind of videos because it puts you in the driver's position. We're just going to be filming a video on Lachlan's BMW. That concludes today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one.